Yo, what is good, Mets Nation? Welcome back to Mets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to give you guys my recap to the series victory over the Washington Nationals. The game that we just finished up was a 4-0 victory, and Taijuan Walker gets his first win as a New York Met, and there's a lot to talk about in this game, and as we know, yesterday, we lost 7-1, and the first game, we got a Jacob deGrom gem, a two-hitter, complete game. I broke down that game in detail on this channel, but in this video, I want to give you guys my overall summary of the series as a whole and this game in particular. But before I hop into the video, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to Mets Media and you guys are not subscribed, please make sure you do so. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I appreciate you guys tuning into all my Mets Media recap videos. I got a lot of stuff in store, and with that being said, let's jump right into the recap. So yesterday's game, we'll start off with that, a little brief recap because I was not able to make a video. Marcus Stroman, he had his worst performance of the season so far, and I'm not too concerned. His first three starts, 3-0, and had a sub-1 ERA. He was destined to have a game where he did not have brilliance because, you know, he's not Jacob deGrom. But Marcus Stroman, I'm not too concerned. I think he's going to bounce back, and the only run we got yesterday was a Michael Conforto home run, which is good to see because Michael Conforto looks like he's getting hot, but the offense was not there, and Stroman was not doing his thing. So let's get right into today's victory over the Nationals, which was a 4-0 one. And how do we win this game? Defense. Man, that feels good. We won this game strictly because of defense. Almora saved 2 runs in center field. He got his first start in center field of the season, and we got amazing plays from Pete Alonso to end the game at first. Francisco Lindor at short. We saw Michael Conforto throw someone out at third base. A fantastic, cut off from VR, and JD Davis tagged him out, which is brilliant. So we got a lot of defensive highlights today. We also got a Pete Alonso nuke. We got a JD Davis gem at the plate. He had 3 hits and a couple RBI, and it was an overall really good performance from the New York Mets from top to bottom. It was a positive day, and this was a must-win. We needed to take advantage of this Washington Nationals team that is without Juan Soto, and especially without us having to go up against Scherzer and Strauser being injured. We needed to win this series by any means necessary, and I'm happy that the Mets got the job done and won 2-1. So I know you guys are watching the SNY broadcast, but Gary and Keith kept saying that the most important games of the season is against a divisional opponent, and that's obvious, but I didn't know this, but the last 6 years, the winner of the NL East had the best record within the division. So right now, the Mets are 7-4 in the NL East, so that's a good start. Hopefully, we can keep up the momentum. We're now going up against the Boston Red Sox in a 2-game series, and then we're back to Philly and versus the Phillies, so that's going to be an interesting matchup this week. So let's get into this matchup a little more in depth. Pete Alonso's home run, he is on another level right now. He had 2 walks as well. He's seeing the ball extremely good, and I'm just feeling like I'm seeing a 2019 version of Pete Alonso plus more. I think Pete is at the plate. He's disciplined. He's not chasing. He's patient, and that's really important for Pete Alonso's growth as a hitter. We saw last year he looked a little rattled. He was chasing, and he wasn't comfortable at the plate, but this year he looks like he's destined to have a very good campaign. Very good sign from Pete Alonso. JD Davis, he had a solid day at third base, which you have to, make sure we talk about because we know that he's a liability out there and he gets a lot of errors, but today he had no errors, and at the plate, more importantly, he had 3 hits and 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. So JD Davis is red hot at the plate. He is batting well over 400. We know that he was on a 10-day IL, so he has not played through a whole season, but it's good to see him at the plate hitting the ball efficiently. Michael Conforto, he had this close to a home run, his second time this season where he was this close to going yard. He hit the ball opposite field, just hit literally an inch below the orange line, and he got a double. So it's good to see Conforto. I feel like he's getting into rhythm. I was never concerned from Conforto early on the season. I know he's been struggling early on, but I feel like he is destined to break out, and we're seeing that in full swing from Michael Conforto. We got an RBI hit from James McCann, and we got another hit from VR. So great stuff from the lineup offensively. 4 runs, I'll take it. 8 hits, an overall great performance from the New York Mets offense. Now let's get into the pitching. Taijuan Walker, he did his job today. 7 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Taijuan Walker was in rhythm all game. He had a little hiccup in the first and third inning, but ever since then, he really settled in. And then I think the 6th inning was when Schwarber was on 2 outs. He was up at bat, and that's when he hit a nuke to dead center, and Albert Almora saved 2 runs with that spectacular play in center field. Kudos to Almora because defensively, we know that we're struggling, and this was a defensive lineup that Rojas put out there with Almora at center field, VR at second, and, JD at third. That's not defensive minded, but with Dom Smith on the bench, you know that they're prioritizing defense with Almora over in center field. So it's good to see them back up Walker in this way. Miguel Castro, he put up a 0. He pitched an inning and had 3 strikeouts and gave up 2 hits. And then Edwin Diaz came in there in the 9th inning and did his job. 3 up, 3 down for Edwin Diaz. So that's really it for this recap video. I want to hear your thoughts down below. The Mets are now 9-8 on the season. And as we know, it's unfortunate that we have an off day tomorrow and we have another scheduled off day this week. We need to be able to play every single day because this offense needs to get those live at-bats to get into that rhythm. But I feel like the Mets are coming around. I think that we're starting to get into a rhythm and we're starting to really get to our roots. We cannot rely on starting pitching for the rest of the season, and we're starting to hit the ball at a consistent basis. Pete Alonso looks like he's going to break out into the guy that's going to surpass his total in 2019, which is going to be hard. I don't think he's going to be able to get 53 plus home runs. That's not what I'm saying, but I think he's going to have a very similar season to his rookie campaign. That's what I'm predicting. Francisco Lindor got a hit, and JD Davis is red hot. I just feel like the Mets, the momentum is there. Now we're going up against a very tough Boston Red Sox team in a 2-game series at home. It's a 2-game stint against them, and that's going to be really interesting. I'm going to go live with Wardy to give you guys our recap of this series and the preview of the Boston Red Sox series. So that does it for this video. Comment down below an Apple emoji if you guys stayed into the end, and do not forget to smash that like button if you guys enjoyed. I greatly appreciate it. Let's go Mets. You gotta believe. Peace out, guys.